What's good YouTube, this is Scar, and today I'm gonna bring you the review of the 1-144 high grade Wing Gundam Fenice. And yeah, this is a pretty awesome model kit. I left it right out of the box. Really, I just did some minor detailing like here, and here on the skirts. Also, I painted the jewel red instead of green because I thought it suited better. And so yeah, nothing special really, and it looks gorgeous right out of the box. So yeah, before we start, I want to point out that we get all the pieces to make the normal Wing Gundam, except for one. The shield is stuck like that. You get the beam saber, you get everything, but you don't get the two red part that goes over. So yeah, he can hold it pretty fine, but doesn't look like a real shield. So yeah, this is really the only piece that you can't use. So let's go with the articulation, which is phenomenal. The head goes up pretty far, down pretty far, rotate 360, so double ball joint, goes side to side, wiggle around. It's pretty free to move. The shoulder, they are on ball joints and they swivel forward and backward, even though they pop out a little too easily. They swivel forward and backward quite a lot, and since they are on a ball joint, they can kind of wiggle around also. And they go, yeah, of course they rotate. You already know that. They go up about this far. If you fiddle with the shoulder, you can get it to move up further. The shoulders move independently from the inside piece. So the arm altogether moves this far up, rotates below the shoulder, bends at the elbow at two joints. Gotta be careful with this yellow thing. But yeah, you can get a pretty nice double ball joint. Yeah, goodbye arm. And hands are on ball joints, so they rotate and wiggle around. Just put it back. Oh, also these things, they do extend, but it's mostly for the transformation. And since this guy doesn't transform in the Fenice mode, well, it's kinda useless. The torso is on a double ball joint, one here and one up here, and this one up here tends to pop out a little too easily, but it's not that big deal. It can move forward and backward, side to side, and of course rotate about this far, really. Nothing much. Front skirts move out of the way to have the leg kicking forward this far. Side skirt don't move up that much, but as always you can rotate them backward and have the leg kicking sideways this far. And the back skirt doesn't really move at all, so this is all you're gonna get. The legs move separate from the waist. They are on a ball joint, the usual ball joint that you get. Okay. Oh hey, that too. There we go. Yeah, of course, they go up and down, they rotate at the hip, they bend at the knee at two joints, and it's kind of hard to get them lined properly because they would have some kind of an extra joint which is for the transformation. It kind of looks awkward, so gotta be careful to get everything aligned perfectly. These thrusters don't really move at all, they just rotate of course, and the foot guard moves up and down. It's on a ball joint back here, goes up and down, side to side, wiggles around. The feet move and pop out. the feet move up and down here, and they move up and down here and rotate to the side and rotate about this far. They are ball joints, and the foot itself can move mostly down, really, somewhat up. It has some articulation. Now for the backpack, we have on this side, we have this thing, which is used to hold the Buster Rifle, and it swivels side to side and goes up and down, and the wings are both here, as you know, and this thing also swivels, but also can separate the wings like that, which is kinda neat, and can't really go up and down, but the wings themselves can go up and down. They can rotate, and they can open up like this, and this red part does move a little bit too. So yeah, that's some pretty nice articulation for the wings. They're not the most articulated wings I've ever seen. Good, they can't really move more than this up. You have to extend them to make them look noticeable from the front. So yeah, that's about it for the wings as well. Now, onto the accessories. We do get... Where do I start from? Well, let's start from this beam blade saber. No, let's start from the fact that we don't get any extra hands whatsoever, and it would have been nice for some cool poses like this to have an open hand here on the left hand. But hey, what can you do? We don't get any. We don't get any at all, and that's really a shame. I think I've never felt the need for an open hand more than with this kit. So as I was saying, you also get this beam saber blade, and you should take apart the hand and such, but what I suggest you to do is just squeeze the hand together while you plug this in, and that's it. You're done. Yeah, and it stores goodbye legs. And what else did fell out? This thing. Perfect. I like how it's destroying itself in the middle of the review. Where's Kirara when you need her? To stop Fellini from self-destructing. So as I was saying, to storage the beam saber, of course you plug this away, and this stores on both arms with this clip. Goes in like that, and you plug in like that. I found if you plug it forward, you can still use the blade. Doesn't do it in the show, but hey, if you want, it's doable. So we also get this beam cape, which I wasn't a big fan of in the beginning, but it has some nice reflection for photographies. It captures the light very well, so that's pretty cool. It creates some pretty nice effects. Then you get the Buster Rifle, which simply stores in like that in the hand. You can hold it pretty fine, really no problem whatsoever. And also this Buster Rifle is special because it splits in two. And of course, this gun does look a little bit awkward. But hey, you can do it if you want. Plugs into the other hand, and that's it. Of course, the handle rotates here, and this handle does move up and down, I think. But it's mostly for the transformation, which is again not gonna happen. To store the Buster Rifle, as I already told you, you just Squeeze everything together and plug it in the back. And that's it. So that will be it for the accessories. Let me do some size. Here goes the cape. Let me do some size comparisons with my 1:144 scale yen. And yep, it's a pretty small mobile suit. But the thing is, it should be even smaller, because mobile suits from After Connolly series should be quite a bit smaller than Universal Century suits. And as you see, they are about the same size. The GM is just a tiny bit taller. And so yeah, I think it's a bit out of proportion. But hey, I don't really mind that. It's the only wing kit I will ever buy, I think, so it's not a big deal really for me. It fits into the shelf, no problem. So yeah, that will be about it for the Fenice review. Stay tuned for more, and I hope you enjoyed the video, hope you find it informative. Do I recommend this kit? Of course I do. It's one of my favorite high grades I've ever built so far. It's a little bit fiddly, it has some parts that like to pop out, and sometimes it's difficult to balance, and it has its issues. And as you start playing around with it a lot, things start to get more loose. So yeah, gotta be somewhat careful with this kit, but this doesn't change my verdict whatsoever. I love this kit, and what's to say, I totally recommend it to everyone. And well, yeah, you see some balance issues, but hey, totally recommend it. And that's about it, and I will see you at the next review.